welcome to Naphrite's channel. And I thought that I would sit and read a story. It's like I'd be wanting to bring forward a message, and a lot of the times I feel so unqualified to deliver the message. But that is a good quality to me, because that means that I really would have to depend on the universe, God Almighty, my Father, to, be the one to help me deliver the message. I don't want to come so confident in knowing what I'm doing. But I'm going to read again, as I do, from the Bible regarding there's like multiple messages, because I've been studying for 3 days on a certain topic, and lo and behold, it turns out to be something totally like, where is this going? But the first part of what I want to read the story from, it basically started out as me describing parable. And a parable is a, let me see, how did I describe it? How did the definition? A parable is an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. So the way the universe is really speaking with us, God speaks with us, are through earthly stories, but they have spiritual meaning. So this is why we have to learn, or if we don't know how to do it yet, that may be why you go seek counseling, advice, spiritual leaders, coaches, spiritual coaches, psychics, tarot readers. That's why you go to those type of clarifying your situations in your life. If you're not in tune or aware of how to interpret what is going on with the current circumstances in your life by reading the circumstance. You can literally know what's going on in your life by reading the situation. And I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by an earthly story, but it has a heavenly meaning. We have to start learning how to interpret what's going on in our lives to a spiritual meaning. What is it trying to do for you in your life? It's telling you something. It's directing you somewhere. It's giving you what advice to your situation you need right in front of our faces. We can read it plain as day. But your eyes have to be open, and your ears have to be open. Your heart has to be open. We have to be a teachable person, in order for us to receive the information from other vessels, other people, or the way God bring it to us. We have to be teachable. So I'm going to read a story that is a earthly story, but it has a spiritual meaning. And let's break it down and find out what this spiritual meaning to these characters in this story in the Bible. They may be literal, they may be literal incidences that happened, and we still can gain spiritual meanings from it. Whether we think it happened literally, or it's just a fable, or it's a story, let's get the spiritual meaning. Okay, I'm going to be starting my reading from Numbers chapter 22, verse 6. I'm going to start from verse. Well, I might as well take my time and just read as if I'm reading you a story. Okay, this is storytelling time on Naphrite's channel. Okay, I'm going to start reading from Numbers chapter 22, and we're going to go through this whole layout and find out what is the spiritual meaning. Okay. The children of Israel set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab on this side Jordan by Jericho. And Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. And Moab was so afraid of the people, because they were many. And Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licketh up the grass of the field. And Balak the son of Zippor was king of the Moabites at that time. So he sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Bethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, Behold, there is a people come out from Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Now this person is so afraid. He done heard the legacy, the reputation of these great many people that made the exodus out of Egypt. And he heard of how they defeated their enemies. So he is so afraid. He's saying, they're against me. They're coming against me. Ain't nobody thinking about you. But he's so afraid, saying, they're coming against me. Hold on one moment. Okay, so he's so afraid. He just heard of the reputation and ain't nobody thinking about him. So he saying, oh, they coming against me. So he say, come down, therefore I pray thee, curse me this people. Now he getting ready to curse the people. Ain't nobody thinking about you. For they are too many for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I want that he whom that thou bless is blessed, and he whom thou curse is cursed. So you got Balaam and Moab. Okay, let me see who's doing what. So Balaam is being asked to curse these great many people. He done been sent for Moab, sent messages to him to come to him so he could curse these people. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the rewards of divination in their hand, and they came unto Balaam and spake unto him the words of Balak. Okay, my bad. The person, the man, the king, or whoever that is requesting that these people be cursed is Balak. So Balak wants Balaam to curse these people. He knows that Balaam is a divination. Divination means does magic spells. So he know that this man does magic spells. So he sent the elders to Balaam and he given all kind of gifts. Hey, take all of this, but you come to me and you curse these people. I know who you curse is cursed, and I know who you bless is blessed. Okay, let's see. And he said unto them, Stay here this night, and I will bring you word again. The Lord shall speak unto me, and the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. Okay, so the prince is staying with him. And he say, y'all stay right here and let me go pray about it. Whether I should go or not, or do whatever. Let me see what God say about this. And God came unto Balaam and said, What men are these with thee? And Balaam said unto God, Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent unto me, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covereth the face of the earth. Come now, curse me them. Peradventure I shall be able to overcome them and drive them out. So this is what Balaam is telling God that Balak want Balaam to do. So God say, who is all of this? What's all this going on? What are you doing? What's going on? So Balaam told him, this king want me to curse these people so he could take control of them. So he could capture them, make captives of them, kill them. And God said unto Balaam, You shall not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed. So God done told him, you don't curse them, they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the princes of Balak, Get you in your land. Go, y'all leave. For the Lord refuseth to give me leave to go with you. So y'all need to go. God didn't give me permission to go with you all. And the princes of Moab rose up early and went to Balak and said, Balaam refused to come with us. And Balak sent yet again princes more and more honorable than they. So now he putting more and more money in the pot. He giving more and more gifts. He making that worth more and more. Please come curse these people. So they won't come kill me. I'm scared of them. Please do something to curse these people so I can make them captives. So I could kill them. And they came to Balaam and said to him, Thus saith Balak, the son of Zippor, Let nothing, I pray thee, stop you from coming unto me. Boy, he begging. Please come to me. Here, take everything. Get it. Come to me. I'm scared of these people. For I will promote you unto very great honor. He even talking about, I'll promote you. Do this for me. I'll promote you. Curse these people. I'm scared of them. I will do whatsoever you say unto me. Come therefore, I pray you, curse me these people. Curse these people. What these people done did here? These people ain't did a darn thing to them. But you scared. And Balaam answered and said unto him to the servants, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I can't go beyond the word of the Lord God to do less or more. Look, I only can do what God tell me to do. I don't care how much money you give me. I'm only trying to do what God tell me to do. You can give me your house and all your silver and gold. I'm only going to do what God say do. Now therefore I pray you stay here this night that I may go to the Lord and see what he say. So now he going back to the Lord to pray again to God. Okay, let's see. And God came to Balaam at that night and said unto him, If the men call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I say unto you, that you will say. Okay, so now God is giving him the permission to go ahead and go with these people. Go on with them. But you only say what I tell you to say. So Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. And God's anger was kindled because he went. God don't like what's trying to be done. The Most High, the universe, is not happy with what is trying to go on. One moment. Okay, so it's like God is not satisfied with what is going on. But God given him the permission to go forth. That's why it is very important that we follow our intuition. Because what if he would have went with him the first time and went outside of what God, his spirit, told him to do? So that's why it is very important that we become in tune, in oneness with our spirit, with our intuition, with the Creator, with our Father, so we can follow specific directions and guidance and wisdom and knowledge and clarity. This is why it is important that we have that communication, that we hear good, that we see well, so we can be co-workers, co-laborers with our Creator, not out here doing what we want to do. So Balaam rose up. It's okay, so he done put the saddle on his donkey, his ass and everything, his donkey. And God mad. God is upset with this. So, and the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. That means we could be on our merry way. And we might have stuff that's... Okay, let me keep going. Now he was riding on his donkey, and his 2 servants was with him. And the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field. And Balaam smote the donkey to turn her into the way. This donkey see what Balaam does not see. This donkey sees the angel of God standing with that sword in his hand. That donkey bumped that. I'm getting in the field. The donkey is smart. He is not trying to keep riding past this angel with this drawn sword ready to strike. That donkey went in the field, and Balaam hitting the donkey, wondering, what the hell, what are you doing? But he's hitting the donkey, and let's see, trying to make it go back in the way. When the donkey done went, trying to get away, he know he can't go forward. He knows going forward is not the way. So he smote it because he done went in the field, but he trying to make it go that way. But the angel of the Lord stood in the path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side and a wall on that side. You got a wall on this side, a wall on that side. There is no way you can go forward. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself into the wall and crushed Balaam's foot. Oh my gosh, that donkey's smart. He trying to go, but he ran into the wall and smushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. Balaam hit her again. Balaam just hitting this donkey. You hitting it because it crushed your foot. Now it done touched your body. You hitting it because it went another direction than what you wanted to do. You forcing things to go the way that you see you have obstacles that's blocking your way. Could it be blocking your way because there is divine barriers, blockades stopping you? Could that be it? We have to know within our spirit that God is blocking it. And we don't force and beat. Now we keep going in certain directions and forcing it. Now consequences going to come to the body. Now it done crushed your foot. And the angel of the Lord went further and stood in the narrow place where was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left. He's still going forward. Now they done made the way even narrow. The donkey can't turn to the right or to the left. It's that narrow. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. That donkey say, bump this, and went straight to the ground. And Balaam's anger, he was so mad that he smote the donkey with the staff. Now he just doing it. Oh my gosh. Are we forcing our way? If it don't fit, don't force it. These are literal earthly stories that have spiritual meanings. What are you forcing that is not fitting? And each round we get worse. Your consequences keep getting worse because you're beating it and you're forcing, you're trying to make something happen that's not supposed to be for your good. It's not supposed to be. But you're not in tune. You're not paying attention. You're just being stubborn, one-sided. You're not even seeing no other views but the view you have in your mind. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to force this to happen. But you're not realizing you done crushed your foot. You done got in a tight place. You can't move to the right. You can't move to the left. You keep beating your thing that you're trusting in to get you there. Now you're forcing, you're beating it. And the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey. Now the donkey getting ready to talk. And see, these are literal stories, earthly stories that you could get spiritual meanings from. The parable, whether we take it as a parable or a literal earthly story. And the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey and said, and the donkey said unto Balaam, what have I done unto you that you keep hitting me? 3 times you done hit me. You hit me because I went into the field because you didn't see that big old angel standing up there with that sword. You ain't see that big old angel standing up there with that sword. You hit me and I went in the field trying to get out the way of that angel. You hit me again when you didn't see the walls and I smushed your foot, crushed your foot up against the wall. You ain't see these walls. You still trying to make me do something. And now you see we in a tight space. The donkey's smart. The donkey is smart. Balaam's still trying to go forward. And now you're beating me, hitting me again because I can't move to the left, to the right, so I'm just going straight down. Why are you hitting me? God opened the donkey mouth to speak to Balaam. Why are you hitting me? Don't you see? Let's see. And Balaam said unto the ass, to the donkey, because you have mocked me. Mocked you? How can I mock you? I can't do nothing. God done blocked this. The angels are blocking you. You got divine intervention stopping circumstances for your good. Balaam said unto the donkey, you mocked me. I would there were a sword in my hand, for I would kill you. He was ready to kill the donkey. If he'd had a sword, he would have killed the donkey for doing what he couldn't do if he wanted to. He couldn't go to the left or right. He couldn't pass them big angels with them swords. That angel with that sword. He couldn't get past them walls. And the donkey said unto Balaam, am not I your donkey, upon which you ride ever since? You've been riding me every day. And I'm your donkey, ain't I your ass? You've been riding me every day. I'm yours unto this day. I've been faithful to you. I've been doing what you want me to do every day, every time you ride me. I'm loyal, I'm faithful to you. Why ever would I do so unto you? And why you think I'll do this to you all of a sudden? Haven't I been faithful and loyal to you? Why do you think I'm going to all of a sudden do this? And the ass said unto Balaam, am I not your donkey upon thou hast ridden ever since I was yours until this day? Was I ever wrong to do so? Did I ever do you wrong? And Balaam said no, or the donkey said no. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam. So Balaam never did see that wall. We got to have eyes to see and ears to hear. This is what we have got to be in tune. We have got to be in tune to spiritual, being able to interpret spiritual matters through the earthly stories. Through our circumstances, we can see right in front of our face what the Most High God, the universe, is doing. We have got to have eyes and ears to hear and see. We cannot interpret these things in a natural way. We keep trying to force things and do this and do that. But we could be going against the universe, God, our creator. This is why we have got to be in harmony, in oneness. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And he bowed down his head and fell flat on his feet. But I'm like, but didn't you tell him to go? God, you told him to go. So he just being obedient. But if you were being obedient, if you prayed before you went, you also need to be praying as you go. Because there could be different directions, different steps that you may need to take as you go. Don't just take that first initiation and just go. No, you need to be every step of the way getting guidance. Why didn't you ask God as you went what to do? God told you to go, but also you need to be getting advice and wisdom as you go. Not just because you went. You keep getting advice. You keep asking God. You keep going into prayer into your spirit and getting leading directions of your intuition. Don't just get it one time and think now the rope you've been cut loose to do it your way. No. This all belongs to God, the creator, the universe. So every step of the way, keep getting advice. He told you to go, but with all the things that's happening as you go, keep getting advice. So he fell flat on his face once God opened his eyes to see that big angel with that sword drawn. Nigga, forgive me, Father. You move, I got you. What? And the angel of the Lord said unto him, wherefore hast thou smitten your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because your way is perverse before me. So, you got things that's blocking your way if it's a perverse way. We keep forcing matters and forcing matters and forcing matters. Every step of the way we keep forcing things. This is not how the universe, God the creator, bless us. Our blessings we don't have to force. Or one thing, we don't kick against the prick. We need to be seriously told directions on how to handle things, because we could be forcing our way that is perverse to God, to the universe, when it's feeding what we want. It looks like a good way to me. I'm gonna make this happen. And we may be forcing against something that is perverse. We may be going against what the Creator wants for us. It could be considered a perverse way, a evil way. Anything that's not of God, that's not of the universe creator, we being selfish, we being stubborn, it's going to hurt us more than it is help us. So that's why we need to be in tune with the Spirit and find out if we're going in a godly way and not a perverse way. If we're going in a blessed way and not a perverse way, a wicked way, a crooked way, a way that's going to hurt us. And the donkey saw me and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her alive. If that donkey would have kept going, that angel say, I'd have killed you, but that donkey would have still been alive. Because you're not paying attention to what is right in front of your face. You know that donkey been faithful to you all up until this time. Something is the reason why that donkey, why that way is not being open to you. Why are you still forcing something to happen when you know it's been going this way all the time, but now something going on, but you forcing it now, you beating it now, you're going to make it happen? We got to pray every step of the way. And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I know not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will get me back again. Now you're praying. You done got, God done open your eyes to see what is literally going on. Now you're praying. Okay, now you're humbling yourself. If you want me to not go, then I'll turn around. I'll do what you want me to do. That's the way it should be. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll say what you want me to say. That is the intuition following. That is the following the Spirit, the Creator, God, our Most High universe, Jesus, Allah, Buddha. That is how we're following our spirit. By working along with it and not doing our own thing and forcing our own way. By now, situations are so bad, you have no choice but to start praying now. And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto you, that shall you speak. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. God had already told him to go. But obviously that must have been a test to make sure you ain't going to say nothing but what I tell you. Because obviously you still trying to do things your way. So I guess for some reason, if God, you told him to go, why did you have the angel standing with the sword? Why did you have the donkey, the walls, why did you do it like that when you told them to go? Because we need to pray at every step of the way. Not just in the beginning when we heard the okay, we got the yes, we got the call, and we're going. Okay, you're answering the call, you're making the move, you're taking the leap of faith, but don't leave it there. You have, make sure you stay in relationship and communication. You started it this way, continue it this way. Do not let go of every step. Our steps are ordered. And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, so Balaam went right on to continue. But that let him know, man, I ain't doing nothing unless God, I ain't saying nothing unless God tell me. So now he knows you don't do nothing unless God give you every step and every word to say. So Balaam was come, Balak, now the man hear that here come Balaam, and he went out to meet him unto the city of Moab, which is in the border of Arnon, which is in the utmost coast. And Balak said unto Balaam, Did I not earnestly send unto thee to call thee? Why came thou not unto me? And now I'm not able indeed to promote thee to honor. Sound like he going back on what he said. I said I was going to bless you if you come. Okay, I'm here. Sound like he taking back his blessings. And Balaam said unto Balak, Lo, I come unto thee. Have I now any power at all to say anything? The word that God put in my mouth, that shall I speak. I don't have no power of my own. I'm only going to say what God tell me to say. You can take all your stuff back if you want to. God told me to come, and God told me to say what I want to say. This man about to take back his blessings. The man did come. He say, now I can't even promote you. I can't even give you honor. I'm here. But I'm here because God told me to come. And I'm only going to say what God tell me to say and do what God tell me to do. So Balaam went to with Balak, and they came unto Kiriath-Huarim. And Balak offered oxen and sheep, and sent Balaam unto the princes that were with him. And it came to pass on the morrow that Balak took Balaam, and brought him unto the high places of Baal, and thence he might see the utmost part of the people. So now the king Balak taking Balaam so he could see the great many people. He wanted to see what he see. And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. And all of this stuff means stuff, but we're getting to the point we want to do. There is a spiritual meaning to earthly stories. And Balaam said unto Balak, Stand by the burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure the Lord will come to me, and whatsoever he show me, I will tell you. And he went to a high place, and God met Balaam. So that's good. Balaam still going to prayer. And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, Return unto Balaam, and thou shalt not speak. So God then gave words to speak to Balak. So, and he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice, and he and all his princes of Moab. And he took up his parable and said, Balak the king of Moab have brought from Aram. Okay, so this is the parable. Okay, it say, Come curse me, Jacob, and come defy Israel. How shall I curse whom God hath not cursed? Or how shall I defy whom the Lord hath not defiled? For from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. The people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. These are a special group of people. They are not going to be in the consequences of the nations. They are not going to be under the curses, under the hardship, under the rewards or whatever that's coming to the perverse way. This is a special group of people that God has blessed. Who can count the dust of Jacob and the number of the 4th part of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my last end be like his. So he want to be counted with those great number of people. He don't want to do the cursing that this man is telling him to go curse all these people because you scared of them. And God done told me these people are blessed. I'm going to tell you the words to say. So, and he answered and said, Must I not take heed to speak that which the Lord hath put in my mouth? And Balak said unto him, Come, I pray thee, with me to another place. Okay, so I took thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them. Okay, so Balak, now we're getting to it. I'm going to paraphrase because it's getting kind of long. This Balak told Balaam, please curse these people. He did it one time. Balaam come out with a blessing instead of a cursing. Not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times. Balak kept sending Balaam to curse all these people that God has blessed. And every time Balaam opened his mouth, he blessed them instead of cursing them. Now this man getting mad. Because I told you to curse them, but you keep coming out blessing them. And Balak said unto Balaam, neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. But Balaam answered and said unto Balak, I told you that all the Lord speak to me, that's all I can say. And all I can do. What God told me to say and do, that's all I can do. And Balak said unto Balaam, come, I pray thee, I will bring thee to another place. He's still trying. So, and when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not as at the other times. So now, the other times, okay. I hope y'all following along this here, because this is good. Now, the other times, what Balaam was doing, why that man called Balaam to curse the people? Because Balaam does enchantments, magic spells, witchcraft. He knows that Balaam, this is what Balaam does. But now, Balaam gonna try something different. He's not gonna try witchcraft, magic spells, enchantments. He's not going to go by doing it this way anymore. He's going to try something new. Let's see what he says. He says, I won't do it the way I did the other times, to seek for enchantments. But he set his face towards the wilderness. So now you're not going to try to cast magic spells or enchantments or magic witchcraft. So now you're going to turn to the wilderness. What's in the wilderness? Why are you doing it a different way? Because the other way didn't work. You were trying to curse what was blessed. You tried to put a magic spell on what was blessed. You tried to do witchcraft with what was blessed. That's why that angel had that sword. That's why that wall was in front of you and you got your foot crushed. That's why that donkey went straight to the ground. Now your eyes open and God told you to go, but you're still trying to do it the old way. Something in here, you saying what God told you to say, but you still doing magic spells, witchcraft, enchantments. So you say you're not going to do it that way. Now you're going to do it, go to the wilderness. And Balak lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. So now, you seeking God. You're seeking the wisdom of the Creator, of the Most High, of the universe, of the Father, of the Creator. Now you're going into the wilderness. You're going into your intuition. You're going inside to your innermost. You're going into your spirit now. So you can seek the Spirit of God's wisdom. And he took up his parable and said, whose eyes are open hath said, which heard the words of God, hath seen the vision. So now your eyes are open. You see the vision. That's from going within your inner spirit, within your most own God, deity being, your core essence of you. Go within. Falling into a trance but having eyes open. You are in a trance but your eyes are open. That's why in other times you can go into your innermost being and you sometimes don't know whether you're in the spirit or in the natural. It literally gets like that at times when you're engulfed within your meditating or praying or just seeking the calmness of the spirit. You're going into the blackness, into the void, into the no thought. You can literally feel like you're in a trance, but your eyes are wide open. Your spiritual eye is wide open. Your ears are wide open. How God, now his eyes are open and he sees. How goodly are the tents of Jacob and the tabernacles of Israel, as the valleys are the spread forth as gardens by the riverside, flourished, plentiful, green, as the trees which the Lord hath planted. God planted these trees. Tree planted by the water. As the cedar trees beside waters. You can't move them. God planted these trees. We are a special people. We are planted. Oh my gosh. I got the fan on and it is nowhere blowing towards me. So the trees are planted by the water. They are not easily moved. They are not easily moved. He shall pour out the water out of the buckets. We are in the age of Aquarius. Hold on. Oh gosh. Let me put this on pause. Well, hold on because I don't even know how to pause. One moment. Again, he says forgive me. He says he's pouring out water out of his buckets. And we know we are in the age of Aquarius. And that is God saying, in the last days I will pour out my spirit upon the sons and the daughters. They shall dream dreams and see visions. And now this is showing us that we are in the times that it is being poured out. Water is being poured out of the buckets. And waters means, it's many definitions, but many people. Water is symbolic of people, of a nation, or let's see. Did I write it down? Let me see. Okay, but yes, waters really, I know that water means a lot of people, more than you could count. So he's pouring out, well, I'm not going to say that, but it is a nation of people, a lot of people pouring out waters out of the buckets. So that means there is a special people that is coming forward with the message, with the power of God, with the strength of God, with the words, the visions, the God Spirit himself is showing up on the scene. It is the power of God is here in our presence as the very moments. This is the time, the dispensation when God himself will be in vessels and bodies. The Spirit has been poured out. So there will be coming a special group of people that God has blessed. Can't no man curse. There's no magic spell. There is no enchantments. There is no witchcraft to be put on these people. So whoever to cast spells, witchcraft, enchantments, it's not going to work on these people. You will be doing it against God himself. Because there are people here on earth with the power of God, with the words of God, with the visions and healing powers. Whatever God them for, God is using them as himself. They will be speaking the words of God, doing the acts of God, because it is God himself working through them. And they are being poured out. The people are here. They are coming forth. So our eyes have got to be open to this new way. God is not going to be doing things the old way. So we are going to have to come to the knowledge of, just like Balaam was trying to keep doing it the old way. And he had to go within to the wilderness to find out the new way. We have got to go within, in the inner spirit, within the most, and just find out what is the way to make these moves in our step by step. Don't just make that way one time prayed and now you know you got to go ahead. Every step of the way, keep God working in us and through us and with us. We want to be among those special people. Because there is so much going on. We don't know what's going on, but we need to be in the group of people that these things that are happening in the world, we are not of it. We are in it, but we are not of it. So he said, he shall pour out the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters. That's many people. He will prosper nations, multitudes of people. We want to be in that number. We want to be among the people that are allowing the Spirit of God to be in them and work through them and work with them. And we are all in oneness, working as co-laborers with the Creator, with the universe, with God. We are in tune. Our eyes are open. Our ears are open. Every step of the way, we're seeking advice. And his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of a unicorn. He shall eat up the nations, his enemies, and shall break their bones. It's nothing they can do against these people. You could cast all the spells, all whatever you want on these people. You could try to do any and everything. You can't hold them down because they have something in them, with them, working for them, through them. You're fighting against, you're kicking against the prick. You're fighting against that drawn sword, that angel. And pierced them through with his arrows. He couched, he laid down as a lion, as a great lion. Who shall stir him up? Blessed is he that is blessed, and cursed is he that is cursed. So I'm going to stop it right there. But as we see that the earthly stories have spiritual meanings. And again, they be right in front of our face. We can read every circumstance in our life right in front of our face. But our eyes have to be open. God had to open Balaam's eyes to see that angel with that drawn sword. You're trying to force your way, and you don't know that that way is a perverse way. I would have killed you, but I left your donkey. If you'd have got past, you would have been killed, but your donkey would have still been alive. You don't know. We could be fighting against the angels, against God, forcing our way. So let's pray that our eyes be open and our ears are open, and know that the pouring out, it is the age of Aquarius, and it's being poured out. The abundance, the Spirit, and it's being poured out in the vessels, in us. We are the Spirit of God in human form. We are God in the flesh. So I pray that we got the spiritual meaning from the earthly story. And again, welcome, thank you, Nephrite's channel. Subscribe thumbs up, share, so we could get the momentum of this channel and it could start reaching more people. And again, I'm going to start trying to post a link down below regarding the store that I'm trying to open up, so we can get, you know, some type of support for this channel and to take it further. And again, I thank you for your time, and be blessed. Have a good day.